Texture Automa V Individual Origins. In this part of our education, to the house model we created in the previous section, texture, we will try to give a realistic look by throwing. If you remember, we were going to use these top surfaces for the window. All of these areas we dedicate big for the window. We will create a new field inside, because we will create an equal size area in all of them. Choose all for together. We will inset. We do the process with the I button. Here we need to narrow it a little horizontally. If you pay attention S, when we say X, the distance between objects decreases. For each surface we choose to shrink within itself. Pivot point. We choose individual origin. Now, when we make SX, every surface starts to change size within itself. We will also make windows on the side surfaces with the same processes. We choose all. We created our windows. Let's arrange the parts where we have doors. It is made like a single surface on adjacent surfaces. The right operation for the door, if the windows were adjacent. What we would do to inset as separate surfaces. 2 times I. When we press the button, objects will inset among themselves. But we used the surfaces together in the doors. So we do it again in its first form. We collapse with SX. Back to the median point. The places where we throw objects on the doors and windows are ready. Now we can switch to texture assignment. As you can see, the whole house is made of a single object. So we created IT from an object named cube. When we assign texture, IT will throw all. Now, we will move on to assigning a new feature texture. Here we will post the materials using the pictures. For this, we created a folder before we started training. Inside this folder, we download a texture for the walls. We download a texture for the bars. We find a suitable picture for the door from the internet. In Windows, to see the transparent parts, download one PNG file. Now, we try to assign textures. We have a material, and we set IT affects the whole house. We could change color from base color, but we won't change color anymore. We will use pictures, the front of the base color, by clicking Jackie in the texture. Select image texture. If we want a new texture, we can create the file ourselves, or we can use a ready file. We start by saying open. In the folder we created on the table, opening planks. We choose the picture here, so we choose color. From View tab, you can also change the appearance of files. The first operation will be to set the color. We make the choice. Let's examine this part a little. Metallic Raphnes. Like before, there are files in the names of the topics we explained. So while editing parts like Raphnes, we will use the pictures here. We approve the picture. There was nitrogen monoxide change as we were in left meet mode. Go to Material Preview. We assigned all our texture. Now, we will select other sections and throw different textures. It's time for our doors. We have downloaded pictures for the doors before. From this part, we will throw new texture on the doors. We say plus. Name without using Turkish characters by saying knife. We make door and approve. We chose the areas to be affected. We created the material and call ite saying. We see that the material of the doors has changed. Now a new material for windows. We can go to the assignment process. First we select all windows. We say plus and make the name window. Then we complete the process by saying inspiration. Finally, let's design the bars as a different material. We choose the bars quickly. Since we made Maxim here, to select the entire object, we pass an edge select, and we make the selections with the Alt key. We chose all our bars. We press plus to make a new texture assignment. We made your name a fence and approved it. Now we're out of election. Include the right areas in the selection here to check if we are. You see on the screen, we use space. From materials, we choose one and call it select. The area where the house will be covered is selected. We fix your name. When we say to select, elections disappear. We choose the door and check it with select. The right areas are selected. We check the accuracy of selections for windows. Finally, we check the fence. After completing our choices, assign textures of other surfaces. We chose the door. Base colors Jack. Image texture. And select the door image in our folder by saying open. We chose the door. Repeat the same process in the window. Finally, we choose the fence. We downloaded textures for the bars. Assign all textures of our object. As you can see, all materials are assigned, but their placement is not smooth. Editing operations in the next section. We will do it from the UV editing section. See you in the next section.